All right, so we'll keep people up to date on that. By the way, other late breaking news. Usually when presidents get bad jobs numbers, they cry and maybe they call the Fed. This time, kill the messenger. He decided to throw the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics down a well. Trump has fired the chief of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is...
I laughed out loud when I read it.
It's hilarious. I mean, first of all, you have to think when you get that job as like a statistician, like you went to like MIT and you're a statistics expert. You're like, I'm working for the government. Yeah, but it's the safest job in Washington. Who's going to fire me? All I do is crunch numbers. I mean, well, things change. Do we want to talk about that? Do we care?
Sure.
There's plenty more to talk about.
Yeah. I don't mean to laugh, but it's just so absurd that I can't help but to laugh.
No, I mean, it's obviously wrong. I mean, the funny part is, of course, that the jobs numbers have been manipulated for years, right? There's the question, like, if you gave up looking for work, you're not counted as unemployed anymore. If it's a certain amount of time that you've been unemployed, you're not counted as unemployed. They calculate a lot of other statistics as well, the size of the labor participation rate. But all of that, for all of their shenanigans, these are usually political decisions that come from people like President Trump. They're just crunching the numbers over there. I mean, as far as I know, there's never, ever been the slightest accusation, much less evidence, that anyone in her position or her has ever done what Trump is accusing her of. No. She should sue. She should sue. The numbers are the numbers. That's it. That's it. It's really as simple as that. They just put it into the Does he think computer. This is going to get the stock traders off his ass, the bond traders?
Right. I mean, the market... I've been so busy. I haven't seen it since it closed, but it was down. Well, it started off down 7. What did it fall to?
It was down a full percent.
That was the last I had seen. It was down a full percent after having been down almost 2%.
But that was also because of the tariffs and the new tariffs on Canada. By the way, I didn't put this in to talk about, but I thought it was worth noting. Even the threat of the tariffs against Lesotho literally destroyed the Lesothan economy.
Yes, it did.
Trump threatened 50% tariffs, only imposed the 15 that he imposed on everyone else. Nevertheless, just the mere threat of that tanked all these factories that were forced to close. Just because Trump didn't understand the nature of the economy. Lesotho is a welfare state, and basically Congress a while ago basically had put 0 tariffs on them just to encourage them to sell textiles and other trinkets to the American market, stuff that would show up at Pier 1 imports, that kind of stuff. And of course, and then Trump just looks at the numbers. It's like, we have a trade deficit. They don't buy anything from us. Oh, they'd love to. They're just broke. They don't have any money at all.
They're among the poorest people in the world.
Right. And so they're just heartbroken and desperate now. They don't even know how they're going to eat. It's just a reflection of how, the unintended consequences of someone who's just sort of like making decisions quickly without really non-reflexively, these things can play out. The market, Bill Clinton in his autobiography, he said it's not a very good book. I don't recommend it. But
you know why? Because he wrote it himself.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Huh. It's not a good book. I read it too, and it was like, ugh.
And I love presidential autobiography.
Me too. He should have hired a ghostwriter.
The best ones are Grant and Truman, in my opinion.
Agreed. Grant is epic.
Not a president. Cordell Hull, former Secretary of State, his is excellent too. Fantastic. Anyway, point is that in Clinton's book, though, one of the things that I thought was really interesting is he said, I really thought I was elected president of the United States, but I was really elected president of the bond market. I spent all of my time thinking about the bond market.
I remember that.
I'm sure that hasn't changed.
No, 100%. I think that's exactly right. The last couple of days, he's made additional threats, besides against the Canadians, which we saw and the Canadians responded to, but against Brazil. He's been trying to get these impeachment proceedings and criminal charges dropped against President, what was his name? The former president of Brazil before Lula, whatever his name was, the Trump guy. And Am I still shadow banned?
I don't think that's true.
I was, but I don't think I am anymore.
No, because I
Bolsonaro,
just
thank
searched
you,
for you a
Michael.
couple days ago and everything came up. No
Oh,
problem.
good. Yeah, Bolsonaro. They're just letting the criminal justice system do its thing, and now, in addition to having put sanctions on the judge in the case, now they're talking about adding tariffs on Brazil, unless the Brazilians drop the charges. It's nuts.
Well, and let's not forget, we're going to be talking about Gaza. We can talk about Gaza now, but Trump also hiked up the tariffs on Canada as retaliation for recognizing Palestine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
after having said a week ago when they said that they were thinking of doing it, or maybe it was at the G7, he said, I respect that. I won't do it, but I respect that. Well, actually, he doesn't respect that.
Yeah. It's crazy.